everybody, welcome to this afternoon stream. It's a bit last minute. Wasn't quite expecting to be doing this, if I am perfectly honest. So yeah, in fact, I'll tell you what I will do before I do any of that. Let's just select the car and just go and change the oil just in case. So I would say I'm unprepared. Not entirely true, because I did a few laps of this one ready for the oil is normal. Good job, I double checked. Yeah, I did a few checks for this one when I was going to do this on the Saturday, whenever it didn't happen. But since then I haven't touched this and haven't really got a strategy in mind, haven't really got anything sort of ready. I'm literally just going to go into it. I really, after the last ones, decided I wasn't going to do this. A lot of people have said, hey, come on, do it. So against my better judgment, we are heading off to do this one. So racing medium tyres, we need to do one pit stop. And with this one, you can go all the way on the tyres. However, you can't go all the way on the fuel. But if you do the fuel halfway through, then it can make sense to change the tyres as well. So my aim on this one is to go to around about lap 6 or 7, then do a change of tyres. However, if the race isn't panning out very well, or it's panning out well, it'd be nice if it's the latter, then I might even change my mind and pitch at a different time. So like if I'm in traffic and in trouble, I might pit early just to take a little bit of fuel and tyres on board and then come back out. Or I might stay out and do that towards the end of the race. Now, one of the things, just to let you all know, is my work machine is currently busy doing some bits and bobs, so I do not have access to the chat, etc. Whoa, that did not want to stop at all. Yeah, I haven't got access to chat or the alerts, so any new subscribers in, I won't be saying hello to, and I apologise for that. Also, I'm just going to have to leave you guys to chat amongst yourselves in the chat, because I will not be watching that at all. And when I say at all, I mean from now, not just in the actual race itself. So we've got 10 minutes to get the measure of this car. And I know one thing I'm going to change already as a precaution. Didn't think I'll be able to do it there. Let's just come out of there for a moment. I am going to go back to traction control 1 just for a little bit of assurance. Insurance, whatever you want to call it. Been doing a lot of GR4 stuff around the Red Bull ring, and I've turned the traction control off for those in the daily races. So yeah, how is this one going to pan out? Who knows? Those of you that followed my initial progress in the daily races, not in the daily races, in the manufacturers races, the first one went okay. We were at Suzuka and it was alright, we did quite well. And then, but when we headed off into the third race, or what was round 3, which then became the second race, it's all getting a little bit confused in my head. Because we're now in round 5, but this is like round 2. Oh, it's confusing. We got roughed up pretty badly in the first race. I wasn't going to do a second. I headed off into a second. We still got pretty much roughed up. That was around Spa. I didn't do the race last Saturday because I was busy doing other things and just couldn't get on. And then a few of you have said, come on, we've got to go and do the third race. So we're out here giving it a go now. Will we finish the race? Who knows? I am busy with some work stuff at the moment, so I'm taking my lunch break to do this. I've also then got to get the stream set up this evening. I've got some more replays to look at. I've got more discussions about things that are going on at PCR at the moment. Sorry, PSR at the moment. So yeah, if it's all going pear-shaped, you might actually see me rage quit. I really don't want to be that guy. I really do not want to be doing that. But it will depend. It will depend. So hopefully we won't get to that point. I really hope we won't. Just see how things go. At least I know how to pit in Gran Turismo 7, unlike ACC. So that stress is off my shoulders at the moment. I'm just working on this corner for the moment. My lap time, not particularly great. I'm going more for, oh, what's the word I want? Is it attrition? I just want to try and get smooth, consistent laps and just see how this one hands out. This is an area where quite a few people spin out, and obviously the bus stop I've gone too wide there. Well, I was just talking about spinning out. I need to cover the inside line here, and then we need to get down onto the bottom, but I don't want to spin there as well. That's another classic spin place on this track. Struggling at the moment between second and third gear out there. Third gear is more planted, slower. Second gear seems to get me up to speed quicker, but if I jump on the throttle pedal too much, the old loud pedal, then that back end gear is going to come round and bite me. Some people go down to third through here. I've been playing around with fourth and just trying to carry the speed through. Again, during the race, I will probably have a little look to see what other people are doing, and if people are coming down to, you know, third and I'm getting up behind them too much, then I may well do the same. If they're going away from me because I'm in third, then I may go fourth. So we'll just see what happens. This one's going to be the interesting one. I'm taking a line that I picked up from somebody else that sort of covers the inside there, where a lot of people go off wide. The only trouble there is whether somebody is going to come back through there and take your nose off. Oh, a little bit too deep through there. And then smooth off and smooth on. That's what we want to be doing. Again, this is another one where we need to cover off, but then not go too wide on the exit, or put the accelerator down too quickly, because that's going to happen, and I don't want to be doing that too much today. Let me just reset that one and do a retry. Oh, it's put me right back around here. Okay. Yeah, I've really got to be careful out of that corner. It is my nemesis around Daytona. If that's where I'm going to drop it, that is where I'm going to... Well, there's two places, one in the bus stop, but there as well. That is my main worst corner. The bus stop is all about the braking point, and then just getting it through there as cleanly as we can. Probably going to take it overly cautious through the first couple of corners. If I can get through those without too much aggravation and settle down, then I can start to read the race a little bit and decide what we're going to do. Again, still undecided about second or third out of there. Not had a lot of chance to watch people's replays, watch any of the top YouTubers, which is what I really wanted to do today. Have a look and see what gears they're using. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to approach this naturally, what feels natural to me. And just see what we can do. Oh, a little bit deep. Need to be trying to get on the power midway through that corner and not do that. Not to do that. That's something we want to try and avoid today, if at all possible. Where are we? 2 minutes until quali. So I think we've got a 5 or 10 minute qualifier, and then we'll be getting into the race for real. So I do like this format where people have got to qualify ahead of the race. It does mean that somebody hasn't been able to sit there for a week banging in a cracking lap to be up front, but then when we get into the race they can't match it. So I really wish, although it would make it a little bit longer, that they would adopt this format for the daily races rather than have the situation where everybody is just qualifying their best lap. I think that would be quite entertaining actually, because you know, some people are going into setting brilliant laps and they know that they're pretty much going to be in the grid order or where they're going to be, whereas if people are having to set their own qualifying lap for every single race, well, that would really mix the grids up a bit. But then I guess you may have faster people trying to come through slower, and that causes issues. So there's probably pluses and minuses to both sides. Okay, dropped down to third there because I thought I was going to step over the line for another penalty, so it may well be third for a bit of rotation into the bus stop and then up the fourth. We shall see. Like I said, I can see how it goes with other people. 20 odd seconds. It's interesting, I'm not quite sure how the matchmaking is going to work, because they don't know what lap time we're going to do, so they can only match us on our DR and SR, which will be interesting because my DR and SR have both dropped. My SR is midway and my DR has dropped quite a bit. I've gone from being a high B to a mid B. So as you can see there, at the moment we are, you know, it's predicting fifth, or it's got me in fifth there, but as to what that's going to do for the actual start in the quali, who knows. So we're up against anybody that we know in here. Is there anybody that we know? No, not really. Not really. Looks like we may well have 16 runners. Although Bieber, oh, what's just happened? Yeah, we have got 16 runners. Don't really know any of these people. You can see at the moment my points are quite low because obviously I haven't done one of the races. I've dropped to number 3 in our region, but again, we have got a race missing, so that will obviously make a little bit of a difference. Okay, righty-ho, here we go. I'll tell you what I am going to do, just in case there's a bit of a break in clouds. Just going to shut that blind up, just in case the sun does come out. I don't want the sun in my face, otherwise I'm going to be all over the shop. And trying to shut the blind whilst I am racing is going to be rather difficult. Okay, so here we go. Not quite sure how space is going to work on this. I dare say we're all probably going to be fighting for space. But we've only got 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes to get this done. About 4.5 by the time we come out of this pit. Then we've got to get round to start a lap. That's going to be another sort of minute or so. So there could just be, especially if we get into an issue, just the one flying lap. Possibly 2, maybe just 1. Especially if we drop it somewhere and bin it. So I may well go for a cautious first lap, just to get one in the bag. And then we'll go crazy for the second one. Got ourselves a little bit of a gap to the car in front at the moment, but I've got a car behind. Not quite sure how close. Fairly close. Whoa, completely missed that. Well, I'm thinking about the car behind. In some respects, and as crazy as it sounds, I won't be overly disappointed if I qualify somewhere towards the back. And then I can just settle down and just see how we go, rather than winding up with pack and right in the middle of the thick of the silliness that often ensues in these races. That line, completely missed the line right there. Nerves kicking in. I cannot find my braking point for that bus stop. It's all nerves, pure nerves. Whoa. P9 is not really where I want to be. But it is an indicator of how we're doing. Really deep into that one. Where it is, no box. better. Still down on our quickest lap. But at least the guy behind knows that I'm inconsistent and a bit of a liability. Ninth at the moment, 1 second off the pace. Top 9 are all less than a second away from each other, so a fairly balanced lobby this one until we get back down to the bottom of the order, and we're about 1.5, getting on for 2 seconds off the pace. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how we go. 1.6 for Tank. I don't know where Navi is. He's still running at the moment. So down to 11th now. A few people have gone quicker. Navi not quite able to displace me, but 1.6 from top to bottom around here, so it could be a close run thing. We are starting off in a relatively grotty place. We are the fastest of the people outside of the 1 second, with Bieber very close behind. Well, we'll see how things go, won't we? I apologise for coughing, guys. I'm not going to be stopping the channel and stuff like that. I'm hoping that it's all running okay. I haven't even checked on my phone to make sure that it is running all right. Let me just very quickly try and do that now, if my phone will work. Let's just come out of there, go into there, switch the accounts. Come on, hurry up. Any time today would be good. So subscriptions. That one there. Come on. There you go. My phone is going to play around. Just turn the sound down. Skip that. Yes, it looks okay. Yes, it looks okay. And it sounds alright. That's cool. It sounds alright. Oh. Alright, okay. So like I said, for those of you that are watching, I haven't got chat even on. I can't even look at it because normally running the chat on my work machine, but that is off doing another task at the moment. So I can't see anybody that subscribes, so I can't say hello, can't see any of the alerts, and also I can't look at the chat. So that distraction has gone, which is a good thing, but it does mean that I can't interact with you guys at times like this. So there we go. Right, so this is the World Series 2025 Exhibition 1 final. This one is round 5. It's a rerun version of round 2. Round 2 seems to have just been forgotten about. And this one's been labelled as round 5 now. What happens to the cars that did the race on round 2? I don't know. I don't know whether they've then included those in there. So if you got a first place, then great. However, I think that that would be a bit dodgy if they have done that, because some people would have probably got a higher place or even a lower place if they were unable to race with the people they should be racing with. So I'm hoping that that's basically all forgotten about. So this is round 5, an additional round, and we'll see how we go. So we are there in P11. Can we make up any places from there? Who knows? How quick are the guys behind me? Who knows? Is my cough going to stay away? Who knows? Oh, who knows what's going to happen in this one. So we've got 16 runners. I have got my traction control on 1. I've got the power set to 1. Now there is a fuel consideration here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to worry about that in the pit stop. I'm going to stick at power level 1. Playing around with the power levels only going to get me into trouble. If there is an opportunity to do some fuel saving during this one, I will do so, but we'll just see how it goes. Right, here goes nothing. Already the usual bumps into the first corner. Just trying to stay out of trouble for the moment. Oh, got hit already. Hit. There we go. Game over already. I shall ask the question once again, my friends. Why do I bother doing these races? They're big old races. It's a big old chunk of your time. You've worked your day to try and have a good race. And 2 corners in, and you get smacked off. And there ain't no way I'm going to come back from this, not now. The only thing that we can hope for is a lot more shenanigans, bumps, issues, and just try and pick up some bases like that. Will we let it worry us? No, we won't. No, we won't. We'll just keep our head down. Just see what we can do in this one. We got a glitchmobile. That's going to be an interesting one to get by. come on. Use your radar, my friend. Somebody said to me a little while ago, when somebody in front of you's got a penalty, sit behind, go past them as they serve it. Let's put that into practice. Hopefully that isn't a penalty. It's not 1-1. To go. I'll do this one. A bit wide into there. penalty. Yeah, it was. Oh, I'm not doing these anymore. I'm not doing any more of these. That's it. I didn't mean to punt to catch Bieber into that turn before the before you go around the bank. That was not deliberate. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, just what a nightmare! What a nightmare! What a nightmare! There we go. End of. Not doing any more of those anymore. I'm not even going to look at the comments. I'm just going to come straight out as soon as I can. I'm not even going to save the replay. I'm not looking at a thing. Right. There we go. I'm going to end the broadcast. Oh, no, I won't. Actually, I'm going to just put it on there.